Welcome to the Keys to Growth. This week we talk about self-discipline. Now hold on. Do not just skip through this because self-discipline everybody knows, okay? I'm not going to really go into the pros and cons of self-discipline, but what I want to talk about really is some tips on how to be more self-disciplined, okay? Now, today is my day to film. And I'm doing my best to film one video a week or something once per week. And I've had the worst sinus headache that I've had in a long time. I can't even think straight right now. But self-discipline has got me here in front of the camera. I've done it so much I've basically made it a habit, okay? And in the self-discipline range, okay, we know where it starts. It starts with motivation. For me, it started when my daughter said, "Dad, you're the fattest dad on the soccer team." Okay, that hurt, all right? That hurt me pretty bad. As you can see in these pictures, I was pretty fat, okay? I went through a period of time where business was not very good, and I was just trying to make sure I had it easy because work was hard, so I was gonna be easy. So I didn't worry about exercise, I didn't care what I ate, and I got the results I got. But when my daughter said that to me, that set me on a path. And that path going forward was the point where I was more than motivated, okay? So motivation, yeah, gets you going, but it doesn't last. But when you flip it to a purpose, and that's what happened for me. I flipped it to a purpose. Hey, I'm not gonna be the fattest dad on the team, okay? Let's just get that straight. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. And so it took slow steps. But I always had that purpose in the back of my mind. So here are the tips. Here's the way I try to do it. Now, motivation is great, and everyone needs a little boost. But it's that self-discipline that's going to get you where you want to go. And it's little tiny steps. In the morning, I need to go exercise. I don't feel like it, but I get up and I do it. And I know that persistency and consistency over time is where I will see the results. And that happens in life, happens in fitness, it happens in business. It's the time. So how? How can you be better disciplined? Okay, one of the things that I use a lot is when I hear my inner voice say, "You don't need to do it, you're fine, you can be lazy today." That is my launch button to get out of bed and do it, okay? So I have developed that inner voice to calm and quiet down. Now that didn't happen overnight, all right? I mean, it's taken me several years to get to the point where I could be disciplined. Now, it's not easy. And if anyone tells you it is, they're crazy, okay? I have done a really good job with it over the last 6 to 10 years, and I struggle with it every day. I just had that talk with myself this morning. Don't film today. It's going to be okay. You can skip to next week. But once you've done it over and over again, it becomes a habit, and then it becomes just who you are, okay? And so now I'm somebody that films. I'm somebody that tries to teach. I'm someone who exercises every day. So things like, it's so easy for me to say no to alcohol because I don't drink, okay? It's hard to say no to bad foods, but I have to be self-disciplined. And it takes time, it takes energy. So how do you start creating this? Well, we all do habits every day already. Your habit might be sleep in till 7. That's your habit. You have to create a better habit. You got to start small. You can't take on 10 different things you're going to do and change your life overnight. You will burn out quick. So you have to start small. For me, starting small was I had to get to the gym every single day, okay? Whether I worked out or not, it was just get to the gym. Once I got to the gym, I was good. I've heard the heaviest thing to lift at the gym is the front door once you get in. So once I got inside, then I could feel the groove. But my battle was from my house to the gym. So start small. Next is be very specific, okay? Now, when you know your purpose, where you really know what you're driven about, it's a little easier to be specific. For me, I really want to learn, okay? So for me, I have to be very disciplined in reading every day, but I'm specific, okay? I'm not saying every day I have to read. I say every day I have to read at least 10 pages, every day. Now listen, here is a tip for you there. Okay, this is something that's helped me a lot. You have trip up days, okay? In the last 10 years, I have not read every single day, 10 pages. But I have done my best to never let it go more than 3 days, okay? So whatever happens, I don't feel good, I hurt myself, I'm traveling, I won't go more than 3 days without getting back on the horse. Because, man, once you start going down that slope, you'll slide all the way to the bottom. So be specific of what you're trying to accomplish and then break it down into something that you're able to accomplish every day. And the next thing is, for whatever reason, something about making a checklist and tracking my progress really helped me. All right? So there's something about that. I would make a list every day, check off each item that I was trying to accomplish, and that just puts another visual to my mind. That really helped me be more disciplined in my fitness, in my work life. It's like a to-do list that's non-negotiable for me. It has to be done. Now, let's go to the A&L formula, right? The actions and leverage. Self-discipline is all about action, all right? It is doing what you need to do even when you don't want to do it. Mike Tyson says something like, self-discipline is being in love with what you don't want to do every day, all right? That keeps you on track, that self-discipline that gives you actually the leverage part. It gives you the leverage to be who you are, to be somebody different than who you are. Everybody has way more potential in them than they think. Everyone does. And small steps, being disciplined, gets you that leverage to be that different person, that other life that you're looking for. It's on the other side of self-discipline and very small steps. Now, here's my challenge for you this week. Pick one thing that you're trying to be better at, one thing that you want to build some self-discipline. If it's going to the gym every day, great. Now, how can you get there every day? It's easier if you lay your clothes out at night. You have everything set for you. You set your alarm. You put your alarm not next to your bed, but on the other side of the room. You get up and get moving. These small steps help you on your journey. Now listen, life is not about perfection, and you're never going to be perfect at it. But when you make small steps every single day and do your best over time, that's where these habits are formed, and that's where you become who you're trying to be. Now listen, self-discipline doesn't sound that fun, and it's not. But it's your secret sauce to get you where you need to be. So do your best this week. Use something to start small with. Track your progress, and you will find that self-discipline can build into habits which change who you are.